Hello guys, it's Nick. Let's have a discussion today. Let's talk about the OnePlus One. If you've watched my previous video, you know that the OnePlus One is available to buy every single day without an invite. That's great news, but I think we should go look back at it and see, is it still a good buy? First thing, we'll talk about the phone in general. I personally love the design of the OnePlus One. There's no branding on the front, there's no unnecessary buttons, and the buttons are on the right spots, I think. You got the power button on the right side, you got the volume buttons on the left side. It's just how I like my phones, you know. And if we're going to talk about the OnePlus One, I have to say, it is probably the most perfect Android device you can buy. It pretty much is what Android is. See, the OnePlus One has a big screen. That's what Android's known for. It's got a big battery. Better than the iPhone battery. Am I right? It's got a lot of storage. If you get the 16 gig version, I don't know what you're thinking. Just get the storage. You might not get expandable storage with the OnePlus One, but expandable storage is on its way out. It's an old way of storage. I personally loved expandable storage, but I'm not too sad to see it go. What else about the OnePlus One excites me? Oh, that battery. The battery on the OnePlus One is probably my favorite thing. They made the battery big, just like they made the phone. And that's good. You get more than a day. As with my use, I had a OnePlus One previously. Fortunately, I sold it. I now have a Moto X 2014, but if I remember, that OnePlus One lasted me much longer than the Nexus 5 or my new Moto X. That was great. Altogether, that phone is just big, big, big where it needs to be. And it's not too big either. It's no Nexus 6. The screen size is 5.5 and it's perfect. Let's talk about, power. Power, it's got the Snapdragon 801. That was the flagship chip of its day. But the biggest reason I love the 801 is because it introduced Quick Charge 2.0. Not only do you have this huge battery now, but now you can charge it very, very quickly, which is great because there was one pain for the OnePlus One, and that was I didn't have a turbocharger. So I always charged it very slowly, and it took forever. But once that thing was at full charge, man, that thing ran a marathon through the rest of the day. If I had to say my opinion about buying the OnePlus One now that it's available, right before the OnePlus 2, I would say it's still a great buy. From what I've heard so far, the OnePlus 2 is going to be this crazy super phone of a flagship. The specs that I've read so far seem crazy, but they're also going to release a cheaper version of the OnePlus 2, which could be more budget oriented like the Moto G. It could even be in like the $200 price range. That would be awesome. But I think the OnePlus One is right in between those two. So it's got good specs. It's got a great battery life. The screen's not overkill. The screen is great. The speakers are pretty good. They're both bottom facing, which is my first or second favorite place where they should face. They should never face the back. And they can face the front, although I do have a Moto X, and every time I place it down, I lose sound. I always forget that, so I always have to put my phone facing upwards. And the OnePlus One, you can put it up or down. It's great. So that's a thumbs up for buying the OnePlus One still. I think you guys should totally go at it whenever you'd like to. Obviously get the 64 gig version. I mean, with art and Lollipop coming around, apps and music and everything takes more data. Well, just apps really, but you're gonna need more storage. Well, that's our discussion. Let me know in the comments what you think about the OnePlus One. Is it still a good buy? Are you gonna wait for the OnePlus 2? I wanna know everything. I wanna know your opinions on all of this stuff. As always, leave a like if you like this video, if you like me. Yeah, I know you like me. And subscribe. That's all. That would make me feel really great. So thanks guys. See you later.